Okay, so how I got started with pearls. This is so not the answer yet. It's coming, it's coming. But I grew up in a family that loves to travel. And the cool thing about that is my dad was like a, what do you call it? A compulsive worker. I mean, he was, he worked nonstop. He had his own business. He was a licensed plumber and electrician. And I do talk about my dad in the past tense. He is alive. He's living in a home with dementia and Parkinson's, which is sad but sweet too. He's just a little sweetheart and I love him so much. But he was trained in all these really neat skills, and then he built houses and he built apartments, and then he managed those, and then he was a realtor, and then he was in appraisals, and then I mean he was just a neat man. I mean, he had a junkyard and he had a movie theater, and just like one of those kinds of entrepreneurs. So worked all the time. I mean, it was literally like I was definitely closer to my mom. I mean, she was the one that was present and there with us. There were 4 of us kids. And the only time we could really get away and be with my dad was on vacation. And he loved to travel, and my mom loved to travel, and we grew up in this small town, so it was just like a really neat thing that they just loved to get away and go on a trip. So I kind of learned from a young age just like the thrill of traveling and being in new cultures and experiencing new things and meeting new people, and I just fell in love with it as well. And I also would get these like sentimental things from every trip, and usually it was a piece of jewelry, and it was not necessarily expensive. Like I have this one ring and it's still in my jewelry box and it doesn't even begin to fit on my finger, but we went to the Cayman Islands and I got this little teeny gold turtle ring that I absolutely adore. I had these little things in my life and 2 boys, so I'm like, gosh, I have 2 boys, I have a lot of beautiful jewelry and a pearl jewelry company. But that's, that's life, right? So I think I kind of from a young age learned just how neat it was, or maybe I just like fell for the life of like traveling and creating memories and having things that kept those memories. So anyway, in 2006, I was traveling to Asia, and my mom had chatted with a lady. I mean, it was someone she sort of knew but wasn't really friends with. But the woman said, because my mom was going with me. My mom was going with me. We were going to see the Taj Mahal, and we were going to go see the Great Wall of China. So her friend, or this woman in passing, was like, oh my gosh, I go to China multiple times a year, and I like to buy pearls, and then I come home and I do a little home party and I sell my pearls, and that gets me money to fund my next trip. So my mom called me up after she spoke to this woman, and she was like, I chatted with this woman and she told me this little story. I was like, gosh, Mom, do you think you want to call her back and ask who her pearl source in Beijing is? And she was like, sure, I'll do it. So my mom called back and got the name of this woman's pearl source in Beijing. Okay, I'm going to tell you more in the next video.